These are the worst car features of all time. And at the end of this list, I'll tell you the worst one of them all, if you care to stay that long. Also, everything here is a mix of my personal opinion and opinion of others, so don't get your panties in a twist. Now, the first one, we have auto stop start. Now, I'm assuming you're watching this video, you already know what auto stop start is. If you don't know, I'll give you the quick rundown. This feature is a feature where if you're at a red light or anything like that, your engine actually shuts down, and when you step on the gas, there'll be a little delay from when you step on the gas and move because your engine has to turn back on real quick. And theoretically, this is supposed to save gas, but people don't really like it. And the reason why they don't like it is because it's kind of forced upon their car. I mean, it's not a feature that you turn on, but it's a feature you turn off. Every time you turn on your car, you have to turn off this feature, and at some point it just becomes a routine, and people just simply don't like it. And we don't know why car companies keep adding it to their car. Maybe regulations, I don't know. Yani, we don't want it. Now, the next one, this one is a personal gripe. This is something I hate so much, and this one's personal, and I know people are going to agree with me though, and it's having a touch screen to do everything. Yani, they're turning cars into phones at this point. Take a Tesla, for example. Literally everything is done on the screen, from changing the temperature to opening the glove box to even like trying to take a dump or whatever, bro. Everything. Why is everything on the screen, man? And even having the shifter on the screen, like, that pisses me off. Like, why am I reaching over to go into reverse and go into drive and all that? I'm not trying to do that. And they just keep removing the buttons. Like, imagine trying to change the temperature or like where the air is blowing at you while you're driving in Tesla. You can't. Why? Because you got to look at the screen. That's so distracting. And they keep just removing buttons. Moving the stocks has to be a crime against humanity. That's crazy work. After all these years of people getting used to the turn signal being on the left, just for Tesla to remove it and put it on the steering wheel, and then for them to put it back on the brand new Tesla Model Y, is proof that that was a dumb idea, and we should have kept it the way it was. Which, by the way, I did not like the Tesla Model Y at first. I kind of dig it. I just wanted you guys to know. But you know, I think that car companies are starting to learn that we don't want phones on, like, we don't want everything to be on the screen, because the software that come with a lot of these cars is absolute booty. Okay, I'm an Apple CarPlay for life user. Everything else is just straight buns. Android Auto, bro, don't bring that stuff to me, man. We don't Android Auto out here. But if you got an Android, you got an Android. I'm not knocking you for it, but I'm just a Apple CarPlay fan. I think they do it perfectly. Now, the next thing, and this one is also pretty personal, but fake engine sounds. Just think about it. You're in an electric rockets, okay? And they have the audacity to play fake engine sounds when you're riding as smooth as a baby's bum, okay? And I hate when people lie to me. So imagine how I would feel if my car was constantly lying to me every drive. And I paid for the car too. Yani, don't lie to me with these noises, man. And I know some cars you could just turn it off, but imagine a car manufacturer forced it upon you. I've seen recently that there's a car that gives you actual electric sounds. If I can find the car, I'll show it to you, and I'll actually play the audio. Now, we have a pretty big one. It's a feature I hate. It's not even a feature, it's just a part of the car. CVT transmission. Now, we all know the problem with CVTs, right? I couldn't name a single person who likes CVTs except for the CEO of Nissan, who just doesn't know when to listen. Every time you mention a car at a relatively high price, and then someone says it comes with the CVT, yeah, everyone is going crazy. Everyone's gonna be like, but it's a CVT though. And that's true. Why am I paying 50 grand for a car that comes with a CVT transmission? Bro, uskut, okay? I don't want to hear it. But the reason people don't really like CVTs are for a couple of reasons. One reason is Nissan. Nissan is known for having the worst CVTs of all time that don't last. And I bet you if you go to a dealership, the salesman might even fight you if you said you wanted to buy a Nissan with a CVT. That's how bad it is. And they're so notorious for that. And mind you, CVTs are a pain to fix, because if they break entirely. You have to go buy a whole new transmission. And nobody wants to spend all that money for a part that was guaranteed to break after 50k miles or so. Okay, the early Hondas, there are certain Nissans that are pretty good and will last you forever, but the newer ones, don't do it. And in my opinion, I just don't like the way they feel when you drive. There's no gears, no nothing. And I feel like I just don't like them. And I'm not saying all CVTs are bad, okay? But the bad ones are terrible. And Nissan had some bad ones. Toyota and Honda are great examples for doing it pretty well and for so many years at that, but you can't trust Nissan, even Subaru with their recalls of the CVT. We don't want it. Next one is fake exhaust tips. Now, this this one is super personal. And I might have actually already said that a bunch of times in this video, that I don't like fake exhaust tips. And I know a lot of people actually like it because it makes the cars look cleaner. And I can't argue with that. It does make certain cars look better. But me personally, I don't really know. But I'm being a hypocrite because I would absolutely drive a car with fake exhaust tips, which is a lot of cars. And I'm kind of exaggerating. At the end of the day, knowing that they're fake, it's just going to sit in the back of my mind, even though it looks nice. But I'll think about it a lot. Not in my Toyota Camry. But finally, the last and the worst feature, and this one has to be an actual crime. And this is the worst feature of all time. And if this was my car, I would take it back to the dealership and take a CVT Nissan. And that is a subscription for features that are already built into the car from the factory. Why in the world does a company think it's a good idea to pay a subscription for heated seats? I mean, the heated seats are already there. Press a button and they'll start heating up. Why do you think it's a good idea? Like, for example, BMW. By the way, guys, I'm not even lying, okay? If you don't think it's real, BMW introduced a subscription program in 2020. Well, some people say 2019 or 2020. I don't even know. But you have to pay to use heated seats that are already installed in the car. Even Toyota tried pulling that nonsense on us and it didn't work, okay? And they wanted to do it for remote start. I mean, it's already a feature in the car. Why pay for it? And like, if you're gonna make me pay for a feature, make the car cheaper, okay? If the car is $40,000 and heated seats cost like $10 a month for the rest of your life, I should be getting minimum $5K off the car just because of that. But obviously these car companies aren't gonna do that. But you're charging me for a feature that's already there. Like, I just paid 30 grand for the car and you have the audacity to put something there and put it behind a real life paywall. Like, this is not a video game. You gotta understand. It's a real life paywall. Please get real, ya habibti. Anyways, guys, I'm sorry for the rant, for the crash out. If you guys enjoyed the video, let me know.